Once upon a time, in the year 1066, an epic battle took place that would change the history of England forever. This was the Battle of Hastings. Let's step back in time and meet the important characters and understand what happened. The story begins with King Edward of England. King Edward was getting old, and everyone knew he needed to choose who would be king after he was gone. Sadly, King Edward died without naming next king, and this caused a big problem. When King Edward died, 3 men thought they should be king. These men were Harald Godwinson, Harald Hardrada, and William, the Duke of Normandy. Harald Godwinson was chosen by the English, and he became the king. William, who was from Normandy in France, was not happy about this. William believed that King Edward had promised him the throne. William decided to take the English crown by force. His warriors were ready to fight, and they sailed across the sea to England. Before the famous Battle of Hastings, there was another battle called the Battle of Stamford Bridge. Harald Godwinson had to rush there to fight Harald Hardrada, who also wanted to be king. Harald won that battle, but his men were tired. Meanwhile, William's army was crossing the English Channel. On October 14, 1066, near a little town called Hastings, Harald and William met face to face in battle. The Battle of Hastings had begun. This battle was very fierce, with soldiers fighting bravely on both sides. William's army was very strong and had clever tactics. For example, they pretended to run away, but it was a trick to get Harold's soldiers to chase them. The fighting continued all day, and by evening, King Harald was shot in the eye with an arrow and fell in battle. With Harald gone, William was victorious. After winning the Battle of Hastings, William was crowned the King of England. He became known as William the Conqueror. This marked the beginning of changes in England. William brought many things from Normandy to England, like new castles and laws. The Battle of Hastings was important because it brought the Norman culture to England, which affected the English language, architecture, and the whole way of life. And that's the tale of how William the Conqueror became king and how the Battle of Hastings reshaped England forever. Next time you hear about castles or kings, remember the battle that started it all.